Hey everybody, Alonzo, Penelope, and Piper here with Gulf Coast Smoke. My son's behind the camera with my wife currently, but if he walks into the shot, add another Alonzo in there. So today what we're doing is we have a comparison for you guys, and this one's not a seasoning comparison. We're going to be cooking steaks. We're going to cook one of them on my Weber Kettle, and we're going to cook one of them on my Traeger IronWood 650. What we're going to do in the end is I'm going to put on a blindfold, and we're going to taste these two steaks, and we'll talk about the differences, and I'll let you guys know which one I think is better. So one of the biggest arguments I see when it comes to the barbecue world is pellet grills versus other types of smokers. And we're going to see if a pellet grill can put out a great steak with no compromise. So I want to have a good texture still. I want to taste a nice wood flavor in there somewhere. And I know I'm going to get that with my charcoal grill. But let's see how it is whenever I put the blindfold on and I have no idea what I'm eating. So we're not going to concentrate so hard on the cook today, although we always want to put out a great product. But I do want you guys to come on in, take a look at these steaks because they are a different cut. We've never done this cut on the channel before. We're going to season it up with, of course, our steak seasoning, the Southern Belle. I wanted to put Southern Hospitality on top of it, but I had two little girls that were standing next to me that they didn't like that idea. So I can't do that, unfortunately. But we're going to get Southern Belle on these, and then we're going to go straight outside. We're going to hit B-roll, and we're going to start this cook. So come on in. I'm going to show you these steaks real quick, and then it's straight outside. Okay, so like I told you guys a second ago, this is the first time we're cooking these steaks on this channel. Actually, this is the first time I'm cooking these in general. These are Denver cut steaks that I got from Manger's Family Farm out of Skidmore, Texas. And I'm very excited about this. So you can see that there's definitely some great marbling on both of these steaks. This is American Wagyu, and I think it's going to turn out awesome. I'm super excited for this cut, so I can't wait any longer. Like I said a second ago, we're using our beef rub, which is Southern Belle. I'll leave a link in the description below. We've been getting a lot of good feedback on this rub, so now's the perfect time to try it out if you guys are interested. Okay, so now it's time for us to get these seasoned up, head outside, and put these on our two different grills. Don't forget, we're going to use a Weber Kettle, and we're also going to use a Traeger IronWood 650. I'm really interested to see in the end which one of these has a better texture, has a better flavor. I'm not going to lie, I personally think it's going to be the Weber Kettle, but that's where I have no idea. So one of my other favorite channels is Ben Dean, and he's actually done a Pepsi versus Coke challenge, and he ended up picking Pepsi when he was sure he was going to pick the Coke. So I don't want to get too overconfident. I think that I'm going to like the Weber Kettle steak better, but I don't know. When you're blindfolded, I think it just changes everything. So anyway, I'm going to season these up, and then we're going straight outside. Let's get these steaks cooked. They shouldn't take more than 10 minutes, and then we're going to be right inside. It's time to eat. Time to do that blind taste test, which I'm not going to lie, I'm a little nervous about, but let's get right to it. Okay, so the steaks are done and it's finally time to try these out. So first thing I'm gonna say is I'm truly impressed with the way that the Traeger cooked that steak. So we cranked it all the way to high and it got to about 513 degrees, which is pretty hot. So I was able to get some nice sear marks there. And again, I'm just impressed. The Weber Kettle, obviously directly over fire, you're gonna get that nice char, but you guys saw us cut both steaks up and they equally looked delicious. So this might be a little bit harder than I thought. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put on this blindfold and you guys can see it from there. It's got a little flap here on the bottom too that's gonna stop me from being able to see down. So my wife does a lot of cakes here at the house and she has this little device that spins her cakes. And what I'll do is I'll throw on the blindfold, I'll spin this thing, and then my wife is gonna hand me a fork of each of them. Once I'm done, I'll talk about which one I think tastes better, which one has a better flavor, better texture, and all that stuff. So from here on out, I'm doing no cutting. So if my kids are loud in the background ahead of time, I'm sorry, but I want you guys to know that this is genuine. I have no idea. Let's get right into it. So I'm gonna put on the blindfold first. Oh, the glasses off first. With the glasses off alone, I can hardly see. So don't worry about me being able to see anything. All right, blindfold's on. Blindfold's on. All right, I can hear my wife approaching. I can't see her. I think she's coming.
You want me to spin it?
Yeah, spin it. Spin it, and then put one on the fork for me, and hand it to me if you don't mind. All right. Tell me when to put my hand out.
Go ahead.
Okay, so steak number one, what we're trying to decide here is if it tastes better on a charcoal grill or if a pellet grill can match it. So let's get right into it. It's outrageous. It's so good. I mean, that's so good. I honestly have no idea because there was a nice little texture to it. Obviously, the Southern Belle gives it a great flavor, and it was cooked to perfection. So, as of right now, I have no idea. Can you go ahead and put the other one on for me? Tell me when.
Go ahead.
Okay. Let's see how this one tastes. Wait, I thought I knew which one was which right up. Wait, should I keep this on while I talk, or I can take it off now, you think?
Go ahead and take it off.
Hold on. Let me finish this.
You won't be able to know which one I grabbed.
Alright, I'm taking it off. That's honestly a lot harder than I thought. Okay, so I'm just going to tell you what I think. I think the first one was cooked with a pellet grill and the second one was cooked with charcoal. Am I right? Okay, so I will say they were both delicious. The charcoal gave off that texture and that flavor that honestly is just kind of unmatched. When the fat hits those coals and it flares up and it kisses that meat, it just gives it an amazing flavor. And honestly, I think it's very, very hard to replicate, especially with a pellet grill. I will say this, first and foremost, that Traeger steak was delicious. Absolutely delicious. Again, I'm sorry my son's kind of being a little bit loud back there, but I don't want to do any cuts because, again, this is my true, genuine, honest answer here. That Traeger put out a killer steak. I'm talking amazing. I have zero complaints there, but in the end, I could taste the charcoal flavor on the steak, and that's just what I prefer. Now, come home, it's late, you're feeling tired, you want to light up the pellet grill and you want to throw these steaks on there, you can't go wrong. The Traeger these days gets hot enough to sear those steaks, and I got a pretty good edge to edge, rare, medium rare on both steaks. So honestly, again, you cannot go wrong with either of these steaks. In the end, I do prefer the charcoal one a little bit more because of that flavor and because of that texture, but I've got no complaints. So I hope you guys liked a video like this. I hope you guys liked this comparison as compared to when we usually do seasonings. If you guys have any ideas of what we can compare next, keep an open mind. Don't just tell us seasonings, don't just tell us meats, tell us techniques, tell us different cuts, tell us everything. We want to try it out. The channel, we're here to entertain you guys. I'm here to tell you that my son is going to continue crying for years to come, and he's being a little bit loud right now, so I apologize about that. But I'm gonna leave you guys. I gotta finish the rest of these steaks. As always, I really appreciate you guys tuning into this video. Thanks, and we'll see you on the next one.